That boom, 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 boom. Just that snare with the little bit of delay on it. Hey, welcome back to Emlyn in the Mix on YouTube here today. Thank you so much for joining me. We are going to be looking at BeatBox Anthology 2 by UVI. Now, if you want to just skip along to me playing with the plugin, click the timeline down below. I've put in the times there so you can just jump straight to that and having a listen to this to check it out. But before we get to that, I'm going to do a quick overview. So what is the BeatBox Anthology 2? It is an incredible collection of vintage and customized drum machines, sounds representing over 50 years of groove boxes, beat machines, drum modules, synth drums, and more. From analog to digital, mainstream to obscure, BeatBox Anthology 2 delivers them all in an extraordinarily versatile and easy to use percussion instrument. And you can explore the history of hardware drum synthesis while you design your own kits, layer different machine sounds together, and even create entirely new hybrids with precision envelopes and sample offsets, all with expertly recorded and exquisitely sliced samples that deliver the authentic and unmistakable sound of hardware. Actually, I do want to mention there's a very nice sequencer on board, which we're going to look at, and you got some advanced drum design sound there, which we'll look at as well. If we just quickly jump down to the features here. So it's 3.1 gigabytes in size. You get 11,862 samples. That's crazy. 1,355 loops, 282 kits, and 161 patterns. All right, so up on the screen, I got BeatBox Anthology 2. Now, in terms of samples and drum kits, so I've pulled up just the first bulk standard drum kit that comes up here, but you can swap out individual sounds if you're not happy with one of the sounds and change it up for a different sample from your BeatBox Anthology from another classic drum machine. But just check out this kit here. This is Ace T1, I believe that's the kit's name, and how good is that? This reminds me of that song, you know, that wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's got that boom, 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 boom. Just that snare with the little bit of delay on it. Doom, 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 doom. Sorry. Okay, cool. So yeah, so say you're not happy with this bass drum here, you can literally just click on here and then you got all your bass drums, or all your different, bass drums from your different kits, which is awesome. So like you could just choose anything. You could even choose a drum brute. I love the drum brute bass drums. They're pretty hectic, but have a listen to this. I mean, probably not good for this kit. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. You can make like a crazy modern version with that, because the drum brute really is a more modern sounding drum machine. But you've got everything, and you've got so many different types of drum kits that UVI, you know, they do a good job when they sample their different drum machines. I mean, I don't even know what an XD5 is, but it's XD5 808 long. Whoa. I hope that's probably distorting on the video. That sounds sick. You can turn it down a bit. Jeez, we haven't even got into the fun stuff yet. You can change your compression, your velocity over here, and you got your gain. You could also put high pass and low pass filters here, so you got a low pass there, and you can tune it up here too. And just get it right to your track. You know, if you know what key that actually is, then you could work out how many semitones you need to get it in tune with your track. Anyway, it's, as you can see, it's very addictive. You can just start straight away tweaking and getting the sound you want. All right, so then if we want to actually change a different sample in this kit, we just double click on our particular sound. So like, for example, I can see the snare drum here because it's lighting up. Just double click on that. Now I've got my snare drum here, and we got a whole bunch. And there was one here I wanted to look at, which looked super interesting, which was, so these are all my snare drums. Now I can't find it, of course, but we'll just select a different one. Let's give you an example. I've just totally changed the vibe, right? Now, if you didn't want to hear my, it looks like you can blend. Oh, you can blend sounds. This is a Teenage Engineering Gadget 12 Rimshot. That's crazy. You can put a bit of distortion on there, turn it up, and you can blend them too. I didn't know you could do that. So you can have, it looks like you could have several samples stacked on top of each other. Really make it pop. Now, if you didn't want to hear my terrible playing, you can go up a couple of octaves here on the keyboard. There, and it will play a little rhythm that's in our arpeggiator. No, where is it? Sequence, sorry. There we go. And there was quite a few different patterns available, but you can just simply go over here in your pattern section. You got funk, disco, EDM, miscellaneous, jazz. Let's go to miscellaneous. What's Jingo? Let's have a listen. I don't know, I like it. I've got my tempo quite slow. I was trying to get that, what is the name of that song? Wake up, wake up. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Anyway, you know the name of the song. You've got effects here as well, which we'll get into in a sec. Let's look at kits, because you probably want to know. So you got classic, analog, digital, BBA2 add-on, don't know what that is, sounds amazing, custom, recreation, loop rolls, fills, and impacts. So if let's go, for example, 8-bit box here. Let's have a listen to this. Here we go. So I should have my sequence here. So it's chose a sequence which suits this particular kit, or that's made for this kit. I'm going to pull up the distortion here, increase my snare. And the other cool thing about the sequence is if you're loving you could create your own little thing here, drop in some different velocity, different thing. I probably screwed it up, but say you're happy with this. Actually, I don't think these have samples on them. No, it doesn't sound like it. All right, let's do something that has a sample and affect it. So I could do, I don't know. That sounds terrible. But anyway, say you're happy with whatever you've created here in the sequencer, you can generate your MIDI export here, and you can just drag and drop. If you're using Ableton Live, or even if you're using Logic or any other of your DAWs, I'm sure you can just drag and drop FL Studio or whatever. And that's just going to come up there. It's going to ask you if you want to import the tempo and time signatures. We don't want to do that. I'm loving my 97 BPM at the moment. I mean, that's an awful sequence that I made with the snare drum going on every bar there, but let's just change it. Bounce rock. Go back to bounce rock. Whoa, what is this? This looks different. Okay, let's have a look. Anyway, you get the idea. You can export it here quite easily, but let's go back to kits. There is so much to show here, and again, this is a bit of a haphazard video of just showing it to you guys. I really, really love this plugin. Like, it's just a lot of fun. Like, I know I've spoken about other drum software synthesizers and drum machines on this YouTube channel before, but BeatBox Anthology 2 rocks. All right, let's go through some more kits here. Let's have a look. So loops and rolls. So you got a bunch of rolls here as well. So if we show you those, and you can do build-ups, drum rolls, snare rolls, that sort of thing. How cool it is. And you got a whole heap of them. Oh, yeah. All right, so you've also got a bunch of these top loop lines, which are pretty cool. So you've got your rolls here, and then we jump over here, we've got top loops. And these just, if you already have like a bass line to your track, or your track already has a low end, these will just add a nice sort of shimmering top rhythm to your track like this. Go through a few here. So really good to just add a bit of rhythm, bit of staccato, just get your track really popping. Can be really good, like if you have a chorus in your song, you've already sort of worked out all your other drum parts, and you just want to add that little bit of something extra. These top loops will do the trick. And there's so much more in here. You got your fills and impacts. We haven't even looked at this. Different, like 2.5 beat, 2 beat. Let's have a look here at a 2 beat, fill 10. See, you're going to get nice little fills. That's cool. Just transitioning to the next part of your track. It's all here. You got your classics as well. I know we're not going to have time to look at every single little drum machine in here, but damn, this is fun. I'll tell you what. The 606. Oh, how good is that? That's a nice sequence, actually. Very 4 to the floor. Very easy to work with. Add some effects here. What do we want to add? Let's add a bit of reverb, bit of decay. Oh yeah, on that snare too. That is so nice. If we go back to our edit here, we can actually increase your sends down here. So in the bottom right, you got your sends for your individual samples. I mean, that's a bit hectic. I liked it with a bit of delay. And you can get a real classic drum loop. I mean, look, all in all, this sort of does everything. UVI have really nailed getting that classic DAW drum box into your DAW. Let's just look at another couple more here, because honestly, I can't show you everything anyway today. But I just wanted to just give you a quick look at what the BeatBox Anthology 2 entails, because in my opinion, in my 2 snares worth, this is worth it. If you want the classic drum machines, you want them in your computer, I would highly recommend this. All right, let's look here. Drum Maker, what's this going to be? Oh, yeah. And then I love it. Like, say you love this kit here, you just go down a couple of octaves here on the keys. Or if you already have I've only got a small, what is it, 25 key, 2-octave keyboard here. But I can just go back down. Got my individual samples. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to leave the video there. I hope I showed everything. We've looked at, you've got your different kits here, you got your custom, all your different kits, heaps of kits, your 282 kits, as we mentioned. You can swap out individual samples, as I showed you. You've got your sequencer here, which is just awesome. You can do, you know, whatever you want to do, add different samples. You can generate your MIDI export down the bottom right here. You've got all your effects here, which you can then send individual samples to your effects. You can change the way they're done. You've even got a bit crusher here. We didn't even look at that. I mean, it's all here. If I've missed anything, please leave a comment in the comment section down below and let me know, and we can possibly do another video on this and show you guys. But my overall final thoughts on this particular instrument is it's another UVI. It's a win for UVI. Really, everything that UVI has been putting out, especially in this last couple of years, has just been of the utmost highest quality, and this is no exception. This instrument, they've sampled those classic drum machines, those nostalgic sounding drum machines are right here and can be had in just 3.1 gigabytes in this instrument into your DAW. I mean, that is just amazing. Honestly, I just want to sit here and play with this all day. Like, that is no word of a lie. And it's very intuitive. As you can see, it's super basic. It just works inside the UVI workstation. If you have the Falcon player by UVI, it works inside that as well. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it does work in the Falcon player as well. But again, love what UVI do. Love this instrument. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video and you enjoyed this content, consider hitting subscribe down below and hit the like button, of course, and leave a comment down below if there's more or something I've missed or something else you wanted to see today. It's hard to show you in these short videos exactly everything an instrument has to offer, but I hope I give you a taste and give you an idea of how awesome this instrument is. BeatBox Anthology 2 by UVI. Big shout out to UVI. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Peace out. Bye.